from an urgent update coming from the Federal Reserve and some important bullish indicators and data for Dogecoin, Bitcoin, and others to rising institutional investment in cryptos, some exciting things are happening right now. So let's see what exactly is happening. So first of all, we are now seeing that the overall crypto market has been facing a slight retracement during the last 24 hours. We can see here that the prices of Bitcoin and altcoins are currently trading in the red. However, we are not seeing a massive sell-off, and I think this is just a minor correction after the recent rally of some cryptos. So the overall sentiment is still pretty positive, and I think things are going to get much better from here since some positive things are happening for cryptos. So we know that the Fed has previously announced an interest rate hike in March, and we are now seeing that Fed Chair Jerome Powell is saying that the interest rate hikes are still coming. But the good thing is that he is saying that the Russia-Ukraine war has injected uncertainty into their outlook. Instead of making a 50 basis points increase, it is now expected that the Fed is going to reduce it to half. This is because Powell believes that the implications of the Russia-Ukraine war for the U.S. economy are highly uncertain, and they will be monitoring the situation closely. He believes that the near-term effects on the U.S. economy of the invasion of Ukraine, the ongoing war, the sanctions, and of events to come remain highly uncertain. And since the inflation is continuously rising, he said that the Fed wants to get inflation under control, but the bottom line is that they will proceed carefully as they learn more about the implications of the Ukraine war on the economy. So what it means is that the probability of a 50 basis points hike at the March FOMC meeting has now evaporated with Powell's testimony. This is a good thing for cryptos since such a slight rate hike is not expected to counter the rising inflation, and this means that investors will not be backing out of the crypto market as it was expected. But this is not it. It is now expected that inflation is going to rise even further as Russia's invasion of Ukraine is likely to leave a mark on inflation by way of rising energy prices. We are now seeing that oil futures have soared above $110 a barrel on the back of the conflict, and this means that we are going to see a significant rise in inflation during this month. So it appears that the crypto market is going to trend much better this month because there are concerns that inflation is going to rise and the rate hikes are still in the doldrums. Now, I made a video recently where I talked about the rising inflation and how it is going to break records this month. Let's give it another look since it is closely related to this latest news coming from the FED. So the thing is that the U.S. inflation hit a 40-year high in February and the Fed is still buying bonds. Moreover, their balance sheet hit another record high last week at $8.9 trillion, more than doubling over the past 2 years. So this data is basically another confirmation that the new Fed policy is to throw fuel on the inflationary fire and inflation is only going to increase from here. So what we are seeing right now is that instead of controlling inflation, the Fed is increasing its balance sheet. In fact, it is only increasing inflation by printing more and more money. Moreover, the Fed chair has also revealed that the rate hike is going to be much less than it was expected. In fact, seeing the escalating conflict between Russia and Ukraine, it is also expected that the Fed may even not hike rates this month. Moreover, since it is also increasing its balance sheet, we can expect no rate hike at all. This is because increasing balance sheets and rising rates don't go side by side. So what it means is that the crypto market is going to flourish this month as there may not be any pressure of interest rate hike. This is good news for the crypto market, and since the market has already recovered recently, I think that it is going to make some massive moves in the coming weeks. And another good thing for cryptos is that this rising inflation, coupled with the Russian-Ukrainian conflict, is expected to move people away from fiat currencies. So as per hedge fund manager Mike Novogratz, the Russia-Ukraine war will serve as a potential booster to Bitcoin and crypto while moving people away from the US dollar. Novogratz believes that all these sanctions, the falling Russian ruble, and curbs are likely to push people towards adopting the decentralized currency. So this is yet another positive news for Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and others. And this is why I believe that we are going to see some significant moves from cryptos this month. And with that being said, let's come to Dogecoin's current price levels. So we know that the price of Dogecoin has bounced back in the past few days, although other coins have done better. And as of now, it is consolidating just over this 13 cents price level. But the good thing is that it has moved above the key resistance level at 12 cents, which is a bullish move. Moreover, a closer look shows that the 20-day and 50-day simple moving averages are about to make a crossover, which is also a bullish sign. Also, the MACD level of Doge has also turned bullish after the recent recovery. So I'm optimistic about Doge because if this bullish trend remains, the next key resistance point to watch will be at 15 cents. And I think this rising inflation can actually help it to find some momentum and clear this resistance level. And now, let's come to Bitcoin for a minute. So Bitcoin is currently retracing after making some massive gains in the last couple of days. But the good thing is that this is not a major price drop and it is only a healthy correction. Moreover, things are still pretty bullish for Bitcoin since we can see here that it is still trading above its crucial moving averages, while its MACD level is also sitting on the bullish side. Meanwhile, crypto analyst Rect Capital is saying that Bitcoin is continuing to hover below the 50-week exponential moving average. And he is saying that when Bitcoin breaks beyond this moving average, we usually see immense upside movement. So the point is that if Bitcoin manages to turn this bull market EMA into support, we will be seeing the Bitcoin bull market resume from here. And as per analyst Lark Davis, the Bitcoin double bottom pattern is still in play. He is predicting that if Bitcoin breaks the line of resistance from here, then the breakout could send Bitcoin back into the mid-50K range. So this is yet another bullish signal for Bitcoin. Now, let's see some important data and updates for Bitcoin. So we are now seeing that Bitcoin dormancy flow has left the green value zone again, and it is a bullish thing for Bitcoin. But we need to note here that this does not mean that Bitcoin will go up only now, since this metric can move in or out of this zone, and the price can drop further. However, it's significant to note here that whenever this metric leaves this green zone, we see some massive moves from Bitcoin in the future. And now the most bullish thing happening for Bitcoin is that its massive accumulation phase has begun. We are now seeing that newbies who joined last year are evolving to long-term Bitcoin holders. The market cap for 6-month or more old Bitcoin takes 52% concentration now. So what it means is that it is now unlikely to hit the previous low of 28K from here, as the newbies will wait for other newbies in the next cycle. So this Bitcoin accumulation phase is going to continue from here. And as per data from Sentiment, while traders await the next big swing for Bitcoin, whales are becoming increasingly active in making massive transactions. We can see here that in the last 3 days, there have been more than 13K Bitcoin transactions exceeding $1 million in value. All in all, we are now seeing a massive Bitcoin accumulation phase and a massive increase in whale transactions. And since whales' Bitcoin holdings have historically signaled a significant price increase, it is now more likely that Bitcoin is going to continue its current upward trajectory from here. And now, let's come to Ethereum for a minute. So Ethereum is currently looking good, and it is now looking to go past the 3K price level. I think that it is going to go past it since the overall sentiment of ETH is positive right now. The price of Ethereum has surpassed the 50-day simple moving average, signaling an increase in purchasing pressure. So this bullish move from Ethereum is now going to cement the breakthrough, and we can anticipate a climb to above the 3K level in the coming days. And now, another massive update for the overall crypto market is that institutional crypto adoption is rising significantly. So we are now seeing that the total assets under management of crypto investment products have risen in February to reach about $45 billion. The best thing to note here is that the growth wasn't focused on a specific crypto, as products offering investors exposure to Bitcoin and baskets of cryptos all saw moderate growth. So this is positive news, and I think that this rising institutional investment in cryptos is going to act as a massive catalyst for cryptos in the near future. And now coming back to Dogecoin, I think that this rising inflation, increasing institutional investment in cryptos, and other things are going to help Doge make some bullish moves this month. I think that we are going to see some positive momentum for Doge and other cryptos. In any case, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Dogecoin is going to move to the upside from here? Let me know in the comments section below.